Jah Rastafari.
Give thanks and praises for his mercies endureth forever.
Yeah. Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery.
None but ourselves can free our mind. Have no fear from atomic energy, cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book.
Won't you hear me sing another song of freedom? 'Cause all I ever have.
Redemption.
She's a bald-headed Rasta. Good
Redemption
evening.
song.
Welcome to TJ's
Good evening. You know who we're talking about now without even further introduction.
Yes. He was born Robert Nesta Marley on the 6th of February,
Yes,
1945,
1945.
in 9 miles St. Anne's Parish in Jamaica,
In Jamaica.
to a white father, Bob Marley.
Who was said to be a captain, but we don't know. It was just in the
cares?
the army, isn't it?
Cares?
But we really don't care about you because we
And
never
Sidela.
cared about Bob. You understand?
Sidela was 16 when this guy met her.
He was a pervert.
P.
Well, welcome to another segment of TJ's World Entertainment. My name is Titi Jacobs, Lady TJ, and
My name is Jerry Crenshaw. My
Mr.
friends call me
Magic.
Mr. Magic.
Yes, and here there is always magic.
All right. When Sidela, that's Bob's mother,
Yes.
moved to Trench Town in Kingston, Jamaica, that was when Bob met the two people who will lay the musical foundation of his life. And they were Bonnie Livingston, which is Bonnie Wailer,
And Peter Tosh.
and Peter Tosh.
Okay. These three came together and formed a group called Bonnie and
The Wailers.
the Wailers.
They were known as the Wailing Wailers, because
Yes.
their first album, I think, was named The Wailing Wailers.
And then it then became Bob Marley and the Wailers.
And that's after the split.
After the split.
After the
that
split, it became Bob Marley and the
He
Wailers.
knows better.
No, she knows better because she's, like I said, she's a bald-headed Rasta.
I love Bob Marley. I'm telling you, I know almost all his songs. I have them up here. I don't know why, but I just love his songs.
Until the philosophy which holds one race superior and another. See, Bob Marley was, if we actually say, because we use this word loosely every time. Oh, he was a prophet, he was a prophet. Oh, he was an icon. But in the true sense of the word, Bob Marley was a prophet.
He was. His face was a face of peace, a face of ensuring that there is no injustice.
Because
It's about emancipation.
if you look at a huge chunk of his songs,
They're about
they
emancipation.
were taken from the Bible.
Yeah.
To read the Bible and tell you that you have to die to go to heaven, then it's not reading the Bible. Because the Bible tells you you have to live in a heaven. You don't die and go to heaven. You have to live in heaven. You know, a lot of places on earth could be, but Africa is our heaven.
Like the song Small Axe, he says,
If you are a big tree,
Yeah.
dan.
why
We
boasted
are-
thyself, O evil man? Which is a psalm from the Bible.
I'm telling you.
Bob Marley's journey with Peter Tosh and Bonnie will have gone a long way if that rivalry between him and Peter didn't supersede the dream of who they actually aspire to be.
Yeah. But in those days, Peter Tosh was the writer.
He was a good writer.
songwriter.
He was a great songwriter.
Yeah. And but he still was a backup singer.
He
for
was,
Bob Marley.
because Bob had a better voice than Peter.
Absolutely.
But Peter didn't believe that Bob's voice should be the forerunner of the Wailers
But it happens all over the world. Look at Beyonce and the other two.
and the other girls. Yeah.
Or three girls or two, and then it
I think
turned
there were
to-
two other girls.
There were three before, and then it became two. And then you understand. Eventually, they went their separate ways.
And look at Beyonce.
And look at Beyonce now. And exactly what happened to
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson, the same thing. And that's exactly what happened to Bob Marley.
I think they broke up on a tour.
What's the reason why they broke up?
Well, I don't deal with broke up. Anything broke up never can make up. You see, it's just who Jah put together and Jah put asunder. See, there was a time when we were what you would call imperfect in the music. It was learning the music that comes through divine inspiration, not the one that are being influenced. And meanwhile learning that, we find out that we had a voice that could, me and Bonnie together, had the kind of voice that could decorate Bob's music and makes it beautiful. So we just did that with wholeheartedly.
It wasn't working as it was with the three of them. One didn't want to leave Jamaica at all, who was Bunny. He never wanted to leave Jamaica, wanted to stay there. Peter Tosh did want to tour, didn't want to tour, did want to tour, didn't want to tour. It's very difficult to work with a band on that basis. It's tough to work with a band on that basis if they're in the same town as you are. If they're 4,000 miles away, it's impossible.
Because of snow.
Snow, something about snow, and Bonnie thinking it's a sign from Jah that they should
part
leave
of,
Babylon.
No, it's part of ignorance. And the fact that, they practice this
Rastafarianism.
Yes,
Bob's, yes.
Yeah.
Bob's Rastafarianism, I think, was more of an anchor, because if Bob had probably not gone into Rastafarianism, which Rastafarianism is a version of Christianity.
Yes, it is.
Right?
It's
albeit that they believe that Haile Selassie is their savior, but then they deal with the Bible at all times.
Yes, because most of the things that Haile Selassie was saying there, they were picked up from the Bible.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of
the speech he gave at the United Nations that Bob Marley turned into a song, War.
Yes.
Till the philosophy which old one race superior and another inferior.
We just
sang that one, right? And Bob's songs were about the emancipation of the black man.
Yes.
Freedom, peace, dignity for man. That's what his songs were.
Yeah.
The initial songs, when that they had things like "Stir it up, little darling, stir it up,
Stir it up, little darling, stir it up.
and then all small acts.
So if you want the big tree, we are the small acts.
Natty Dread and the rest of them were songs that after the split of the Wailers and he became Bob Marley and the Wailers, he rehashed these songs.
Of the songs, yes.
Like Kaya, for instance.
Yes. And he made them better for me.
Oh, please, don't you rock my boat, cause I don't want my boat to be rocking. You see,
we can sing so many. I love My Woman Is Gone.
My woman is gone.
The pressure around me just couldn't see. Keeping like a prisoner who needs to be free. Who's the right? Yeah.
Woman is gone. He has left me.
You know the way like,
yes.
I will never give the power to a bald head. Wrong can crucify the dread. See, Bob's
Time will tell.
music will uplift you,
Honestly,
and at the same
I don't
time,
know.
it will make you think deep.
Yeah, and everything that he said then, that he was saying, it's all over Africa.
All over the world.
All
It's
over the
happening
world
today.
But in terms of emancipation,
Yes.
in terms of the injustice, in terms of all the poverty and everything, what we're saying is Africa has not changed.
Okay, Bob's journey, because we want to give you a blow-to-blow account of Bob's life. because he lived such a very short period of time on
it's so
earth.
sad.
But we will not be able to do that because he made such a huge impact. His musical footprint. I'm yet to see any reggae artist that can ever step into his musical footprint.
I mean, so much so that even after he died, he got awards.
Awards thereafter.
Awards, you understand?
Bob went to America when the mother crossed over to America, spent some time in America, came back to Jamaica, got himself involved in one thing or the other, and there was an assassination attempt on his life.
Yeah, when he shot the sheriff.
So he ran.
It was I who shot the sheriff, but I didn't shoot no deputy.
Yeah, he ran
and came down to the UK.
Yes.
Where he now met up with Cindy Breakspear.
I think he met her.
They grew up together in Jamaica, 56 Oak Street in Kingston.
Yes, but she was prominent in his life.
But she had become Miss World.
Then.
And well,
one thing led to the other.
They had a child. These women made huge impact on Bob's life.
They did.
Rita,
the prominent, the three
very prominent.
The photographer.
I think Dennis Morris.
Yes.
Rita Marley.
And of course
Cindy.
And I think he really loved that Cindy.
Oh yes.
But no, you see, the thing is, if you look at his life, despite the fact that he went with so many women, because at least about 7 women fathered
he fathered kids.
From 7 different women apart from his wife. He never married them.
He had 3 with Rita, isn't it?
Yes, but what I'm saying
he never married any other person except Rita.
He adopted one of Rita's children.
One or two.
The first one, it was one. And then he had, I think, 3 children with her.
And wait. That's it. I always say two because this is what happened. He met Rita with a child, had 3 kids with Rita, and Rita now had an affair.
No. Okay.
And had another child.
No.
Which Bob now took.
I think he met her with one. He had 2 with her, and then she had an affair with somebody, brought the child home, and Bob took that kid. So all in all, he had 4 children.
Other women.
I became his guardian angel. By that time, I was past the surface of being just a wife because of the importance of who I knew Bob is. I didn't see it as a fun trip. We were on a mission. It was like an evangelist campaign.
So all in all, he had 4 children with Rita.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I'm right or wrong. I don't know if she's right or she's wrong. Well, the comments.
Yes, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Make comments because we don't know it all. You understand? If we want to start talking about Bob Marley from here to tomorrow, we won't finish.
Bob Marley came to the UK, and in the process, he played a few gigs in the UK. Now he got together with Chris Blackwell of Island Records.
Yes.
And that was when his musical career took off internationally. Even I think he had the first international, his first forage into international war when he did the No Woman No Cry live version.
No woman no cry.
No woman no cry.
He did that song for Rita because Rita was angry with him over Cindy.
She wasn't angry, she was jealous, and she said it in a documentary that I watched. She said, I just couldn't stand those women, and everything.
They were pretty women.
Pretty women, but Rita wasn't that bad herself.
Well,
you understand?
Like they say, beauty lies in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah, but there's a reason why, like we talked before, there's a reason why he really loved Rita, because Rita was accommodating. Rita was mature.
Rita was his uncle.
Yes, she was mature, she was accommodating. She knew all the antics and all the atrocities, but she loved him for who he was.
But Marley had a few albums. We mentioned things like Exodus, the album
of the people.
That was an epoch.
Yes.
Right? He had Rastaman Vibration.
Yes.
which was an opener to, because whilst I was in Nigeria, I didn't get to know more about Bob Marley until I crossed to Ghana and I met a guy called Charles Quay.
Yeah.
Charles Quay opened my eye to Bob Marley's music, and I'm like, whoa, is there somebody like this?
No,
because we went into
it was in a different league. It was. In fact, he did something so beautiful when he was, the politicians.
Yes.
In his
there
country.
Was this political.
He did a peace
concert.
Peace concert with them. I think it was what's that guy?
Manley.
Yes.
Manley and Edward Siaga,
and he was able to bring them together. They never knew that, because when he did the peace concert, he invited them individually.
Yes.
But they didn't know
but
that
they thought they were using Bob Marley's reggae to appeal to the people,
so that people could vote for them. But what happened? They came there and he did a peace.
Yeah, he brought the two together.
And that's when he sang.
And he put their hands together.
Lord, let's get together.
That is still the love and international love anthem.
Yes, I think if anybody wants to talk about Bob Marley,
the first thing that
comes to their mind
is
One
Love.
Love.
Bob Marley released an album solely based, because if you look at some of his albums, they were confrontational.
Yes, political
songs, bringing it's such a shame that he came to Africa only once. When he did the Africa Unite at the independence of Zimbabwe.
Okay.
That was the only time he came to Africa.
Okay.
And thereafter he never came to Africa again. Then he had the Kaya album.
Oh,
the Kaya album was just all about love.
Everything about love. I mean, that's not the Three Little Birds.
Three Little Birds.
We
share the same roof on my single bed. Those were the tracks that were I think.
That will never give up.
That was from the album as well. Bob now went ahead after his return to Jamaica, and things had quieted down. Then he decided he was going to set up his own studio called Tough Gong.
Okay.
The Tough Gong studio, I think, to date, is still one of the best studios in Jamaica. Because he says, I don't want to wake up in the middle of the night, I have inspiration, and I have to wait until morning. So he goes into the studio and does his thing.
Yes. And he was a perfectionist, according to the information gathered, that he was like Fela.
Yes.
He was like Sonny Ade,
Yes.
who would not start something until he's sure that everything is perfect.
Bob's life, I can't begin to quantify or qualify Bob's life, but Bob made such a huge impact on musicians all over the world. So much so that I think he was slated to go on a tour in America, which he never made. And prior to that tour, Stevie Wonder had actually done a song for him.
Really?
Yeah. It's called, I think, Master Blaster.
Okay.
Yeah. Stevie Wonder dedicated that song to that. That shows you that when you come of age, when other superstars are singing about you, then that shows the kind of influence you've had.
Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing.
I mean,
and the beauty of it is that he didn't stop there. His children
took
over
they
the
took
legacy.
over. Yeah.
You understand?
If even in Africa, he people like Raskimono, people like Lucky Dube,
all of them,
Alpha Blondie,
after him,
people like the Mandators. It is this influence, Majek Fashed.
Yes.
It was this Bob Marley's influence that got these guys, fast tracked them and pushed them forward to start. You see, Bob Marley lived his life. He spent just about 3.5 decades on Mother Earth.
But he made a big impact, a huge impact.
But the amount of impact he made in that 3.5 decades.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Amazing.
Because he died at the age of
36. He died in May
Since I've just started living my life.
Yes, he died at the age of 36.
Yes.
For me, his death was something
Could have been avoided.
Could have been avoided because I want to put it as ignorant.
Is it ignorance?
It's ignorant because
Don't you
of
think
the
it's a
religion.
it's a personal choice?
No, I think in those days, if nowadays that the social media and everything has evolved, I think he wouldn't have killed. He wouldn't have died like that.
I made to understand that it started from his big toe, melanoma, which is like a cancer of the skin.
Yes, it was gangrene first.
And they wanted to amputate his.
And he said he didn't want to die with half a body.
Bob Marley was diagnosed with skin cancer under his toenail that had a 90% survival rate. He was told that simply amputating his toe would stop the spread, but he refused since his Rastafarian religion saw surgery as a sin. After 4 years of no treatment, the cancer had spread to his brain and lungs. This was the last known photo taken of Marley before he succumbed to cancer at the young age of 36.
I understand he said he didn't want to die because, his dance, he called it skanking.
Yeah.
The way he skanks on stage and things like that, he moves. He says if they cut that toe, you won't be able to skank again.
No, I don't think so. From what I gathered, you understand, was that he said that he didn't want to go to heaven with half body.
He wants to go with the way he came into the world.
That's how he wanted to go. But we don't know.
If we were to look at it from that point of view, then your word, the word you chose to use, that is ignorance, it fits perfectly. No, it fits perfectly.
Yeah.
Because what about people who are involved in accidents and they get their limbs
cut their limbs and everything?
What would Nina say?
We don't know whether that's what we were told, that what we read and everything. People asked him, the lady asked him, he needs to go to the hospital. People were encouraging him.
I think he got that thing from playing football. He was
playing football and he had it. But apart from that, when I say ignorance, what I'm saying is it would not have deteriorated if he had looked after it. Immediately he had that accident.
Well, probably nobody knows. He didn't think it was going to be
ignorance. Yes.
We took him to the hospital next door to my house. The doctor told Alan and me that Bob Marley had cancer.
He had cancer all over his body. His lungs, brain, all over the place. It's incredible that he was able to keep working.
Bob had a stroke, I think, on the left side. So he was frustrated he couldn't finger the guitar.
So when you left him, you thought he might get better?
Yeah, I was definitely hoping. Well, he was trying to tell me that he's going to beat this thing.
The doctor said that he couldn't do anything more for Bob. And if we were going to leave, we'd have to do it within 48 hours.
So I gathered everyone and said, come, Daddy, want to see you all.
I remember me and Ziggy were sitting outside and some preacher guy came from Jamaica. Another one came from the Ethiopian church. And I'm telling Ziggy, I'm like, Ziggy, he's gonna be all right, Because, look how many people are praying.
And I have a song for you, I have a song for you. And him sing a couple lines of the song, on your way up, take me up, on your way down, don't let me down.
I think his last studio album was Confrontation.
Yeah, but was it?
Yeah.
It was the one, was it the one
Confrontation.
Confrontation, but he never...
Crazy, that's where, I think that's
Crazy
where...
Bald Head.
No, that's where he had the Redemption song, that album.
Oh, yeah. That's
the Redemption song album.
Yes.
And after his death...
That song blew.
He blew. He blew.
After he died.
He blew.
Yeah.
After he died, he blew. We can't talk enough about Bob's life, his political influence, his musical influence, and his bringing Jamaica to the limelight.
Yes, it did.
Bob single-handedly made reggae music internationally accepted music.
What it is today was because of Bob Marley.
There is no way in the world today where you mention the name of Bob Marley
that nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
It's an icon. It's a legend. It was.
They come once in a blue moon.
Yes.
and it's like a shooting star.
Yeah, and you can always count them from your fingertips. Those ones that would always come.
And they die early.
Nobody.
And they die early.
Every
one of them.
Marley, they always die early. Well, for whatever reason, we don't know. But they always die early.
When did Bob Marley die, actually?
I think he died May 11, 1989. May 11,
Oh yes, that was after the Uprising album, as opposed to the Confrontation album I said was his last album.
Yes,
so it was the Uprising album.
So sad.
But hey, Bob, he was an amazing.
He was an icon. He was an icon. He was a legend.
Is that, you know, when he lights that kaya, the ganja?
Alcohol make you drunk, man. It don't make you meditate. It just make you drunk. When you drink alcohol, you don't meditate. You're more get-headed. Herb is more a conscious.
His funeral in Jamaica was a huge carnival.
It was a carnival. It was a carnival. But his kids have.
Oh yeah, they've done well for themselves.
Ziggy Marley and some of the
Damien,
boys,
Ziggy Marley, and the rest of them.
I think they just did a concert for him.
Okay, all the kids all came together.
Yeah, they did the life of Bob Marley. I don't know if it's out
I think
now.
there's a biopic
or something about Bob Marley.
I think, is it one of his sons played in?
Yeah, one of the sons played in. What we're just saying is that Bob Marley was an icon. We love him. I'm saying we love. I'm not even saying we loved him. I've always loved him. I love his music.
Good to see when you dance to the rhythm. I love to see when you dancing from within.
Wow. So
well,
I hope you have enjoyed this. And if you want to make a comment, maybe we have said a lot of. No, that's not what happened. We don't know it all like your.
We love to know your version
Yes,
of who Bob Marley really. Or in what light do you see Bob Marley?
Yes. Are you seeing him the way we are seeing him as an icon, like as an activist, like a political motivator?
Yes.
Like the face of peace, the face of transparency, fighting for injustice.
The United Nations had a special thing for him.
Yes.
You know, Amnesty International too recognized him and his effort.
I think he got the Grammy Awards Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Okay, he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame in 1994 and Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award in 2001.
That is how many years after his death?
After his death.
Don't forget your history. Know your destiny. Because in the abundance of water, the fool is thirsty. But like a tree that's planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth fruit in its due season, everything in life has its purpose. It finds its reason in every season. No woman, no cry, because everything is going to be all right. Now say something. Say something. Right. Because we're going to emancipate ourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Yeah, so won't you help me sing these songs of freedom, redemption songs. Brothers and sisters, on behalf of the family and friends, we thank you, God bless you, and we love you.
His music is still relevant.
Yes.
As it was then, it is
now.
still relevant today.
Yes.
And I can guarantee you,
people are still buying. I still bought Bob Marley's CDs a few weeks ago. You understand? Because I love it.
I love this particular album, Babylon by Boss.
Yes.
That's where he had all the live shows. It was all put together.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
So
I like the Africa Unite album as well, because he really it's a punchy thing, you know.
Yeah.
Talking about what is happening in Africa, how they will come and they will
you know, the
fix you against your brother.
Is they are all singing about it. This was what Fela sang about.
Yes,
everyone's singing about it.
In my dream, these are the people I would have loved Bob Marley to have met.
Yeah, do a duo together. Like
Fela,
Bob Marley.
Thomas Sankara.
Yeah.
Even this Ibrahim Traore.
Yeah.
Now, it would have been okay if he had come during Bob Marley's time. Well, he met Robert Mugabe, but I'm not sure he didn't meet Nelson Mandela. But still, his influence touched each and every one of these people.
Yes.
Especially in Africa, we love you, Robert Nesta Marley.
And continue to rest in perfect peace.
They say continue to rest in power. Rastafari.
Take care. Until next time, I'm still TC Jacobs, Lady CJ, and that's Mr.
My name is Jerry Crenshaw, Mr. Magic from TJ's World Entertainment.
Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. Now back to ourselves can free our mind. Have no fear for atomic.